I am putting my mouse together. Hold on.
Alright, it's fine. Don't be late a little bit.
It's still not like perfect though. I don't.
Mm-hmm. Ah, man.
I think it's better. I think it's slightly.
If your mouse doesn't get... Okay. If your mouse doesn't get better, Wolfie, with my fuck up and a sudden absence yesterday and all that, I might just cancel even though everyone's here.
Uh-huh.
So.
Yeah, I think I think I'm good. Though.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. Now, if all goes well, I can put my mouse back together.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing would break.
Let me know how that last person goes, Nora.
They say they are coming.
Cool. Oh boy, I'm having fun commanding. Welcome.
I just gotta make sure I have right portals figured out.
If I can re-go over them with you.
Bjorn's am I right?
Yeah.
Okay. I know he's to the boss on like Purification 1.
You are up there. You're missing...
My document for fixing my mouse.
We're saying Wolfie.
Yeah, me. You're missing me. I'm on my way.
Alright.
And then Invoice for missing both of the people I invited.
That's fine. I threw it in Discord. The squad message, rather. I was looking for Q to give him a roll, but he left the Discord after, I think.
Fair enough.
That's whatever.
It's hard to keep a clean list of Discord servers. I definitely get it.
I just like the Discord servers I'm part of. I actually do something in, or I actually care to like stalk it. Welcome.
I don't like how the new ones are at the top instead of the bottom.
Yeah.
What? Why? Why do you not like the new ones on the
Because it
top?
shuffles all the ones that I use the most lower down every time I join something.
Gotta like immediately put it in a folder or something whenever you join a new one.
I'm gonna wait for Q to join boys, and then I'll go over what we do. And then we'll get started. And I have food and all that prepared. Welcome and thank you all for joining. Alright, so just as a quick refresher for what we do, which is a little bit different than what others do. For Purification 1, the top subgroup is whether they start at the middle, and the bottom subgroup starts where the 5 ads spawn. And the order of operations is middle group pushes to the other group pushes towards the challenge mode to that Purification. Then the middle group comes over to Swirl here, counter pushes, then we CC. And you will have a portal from the CC to Jormak. Otherwise, we run on our DPS checks. 90s can come in. Even though they're hard, we're gonna hit them pretty reliably. Jormag, it's either during second void pools or during second greens. For Primordus, it's one chomp. For Krakatork, it doesn't matter that much, but it's generally around second void pool. For Purification 2, that's just normal. For Morgemoth, it's 2-wave Morgemoth. For Zaitan, it's any time before third greens or during third green. And then for Su1, P1, ideally during tail slam, unless our damage is for some reason really high. Like I think our last time at Su1, we finished the second set of greens and we were at 51% health. But we'll see. Ideally we hold for second tail slam. Outside of that, let me make sure everyone's good here. Spread spots. So our 2 DPS fills, you're good. You don't have a specific spread spot. Our normal stack spot for DPS is generally around star, but as long as wherever you are, you don't get spread and you don't get Venn diagrammed, I don't care that much. For you two, your spread spot will be right here. So when looking at X, you were on the left. For counter push, you are going to help the counter push. So when Crocatoric ends, you just come to triangle here and you wait for the portal verts to come over. And then your job is to just give them might and quickness so they can counter push. And if you're running short bow, you can help counter push as well. Otherwise for greens, for you two, you are close green for Jormag. For Primordius, you are the green that is closest to circle here. And then for Zaitan, you're close. And for Suwon, you're close. Any questions or concerns? I don't think I'm missing anything. Outside of maybe specific Void Melter ads we go. Which I forgot. Okay, then the last thing to go over is for our DPS fills. We do Primordius a little differently just to get that little bit of extra DPS uptime. So your job is still don't get spread, but at the normal Primordius stack spot, there will be a portal provided. So you're going to stay, you don't spread out, you DPS, and then when this portal opens, which is again right here, you will take it and you will take that very same portal back. If you don't know when to come back safely without dying, because the red AoE lasts a little longer than we expect it to, then just wait for me to come back. Whenever you see the Bladesworn there, you're safe to come back. Marker for a portal spot,
For Primordius.
it is on arrow here.
My only question is Zaitan portal. I think I'm
Zaitan
on
portal, you are on this side.
this side. Okay, and then position is just on the regular stack spot Twinkle does
Yes.
over here, right? Okay, cool.
Yep. Then for Suwon, you're mid-green, but you place the portal over here. And then for Purification 4, you'll place your portal on circle around 75-60%. And then you will open after Claw Slap, just so Twinkle can put their portal there. I don't know if we'll get that far. Hopefully we do, but
Be nice.
Yep.
Okay, so for me, you don't, I don't go to the regular green like all the group does, right? So you mentioned like the green over here, so that's not the one at the middle. The one more like if you're looking out, it's on the right.
Yeah, this is for Primordius green. Yeah, you are on this one.
Because the normal group is kind of in the middle.
Yeah, but we have what is it? I think we used to have it in the middle, but now we have the other quick DPS and the Druid here. We have a Portal Vert and Herald here, and a Portal Vert and our Pam there. And that doesn't matter too much because these two portals are close, and the this swirl marker is where the DPS stack is going to portal out and back into Primordius form. So you're still going to be within range to pre-buff them as they come in and go out.
And I just mid-green on Primordius? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Am I mid-green on Primordius? Or am I
mid-green,
doing
you got the stupid green, I think.
stupid
You
green?
are
Okay.
this green, I believe.
Alright.
I can go and confirm, but yeah.
So I'm taking the spread, right? Like when we basically, I'm not staying with DPS. I'm have to go out. And
You got to come out, yeah.
Okay.
Come out, circle, portal back in, good damage.
Yeah. I was DPS with you guys last time.
All right.
That's how I remember. It's
Oh yeah, food.
a little bit different.
All right. This, that, and that.
Reaper sub. Or Necro sub.
Ready check.
Top subs on middle. We'll see how bad my calls are. Correct, Wolfie.
Oh, who's doing far green with you? Wolfie?
Far
I'll
green.
do one.
Wolf, you want to do far green with me? On Sue 1. Well, I was running a simulation mid green. Okay. So far green is just you'll have a portal every time you dodge into the green as if you're also dodging the wave, and yep. Alright.
Oh, interesting.
There's an ad behind us we will eventually need to kill.
So many stacks.
Oh, that's really fast.
Yeah, I think that's because Bjorn doesn't push.
Portal?
Yep, I was down.
Yeah, that was a really fast portal. Sorry, really fast counter push. I think I know a reason for that. I'll deal with it later. Take the portal. Forgot to remind you about our...
No, I remember that one at least.
Two down.
Oh, I was in the wrong spot.
Yep. We might still have the damage to phase, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do another Dragon Slash here though. One big problem is we have next to no alacrity.
Sorry, I forgot to grab the food, so I had to grab it before.
GG,
it came out.
GG. As a reminder, top sub number 2 is in middle. We only had 4 in that poll, so we had 6 for that counter push. So that's me, Noth, Naga, Werewing, and Pulavan. You are in middle to start with.
Ready check.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, and then your spread spot 2 will be
The
arrow.
other side. Yep.
And then since I didn't actually go over it, your Sue 1 spread spot is X, just right in the middle.
Okay, so just like a regular spot.
Yeah. I don't know regular or whatever spots, so.
Yeah, the middle one.
Alright. I should hope to be a little more manageable.
I held back a little bit that time.
One down somewhere behind us.
Oh, Wacker's gonna be low. And to res.
Green, green, green.
Naga. GG. Did you also go to rest so your rotation was off?
Yeah, but it was mostly that I wasn't facing the way that I thought I
Ready
was.
check.
Okay. Ah, that didn't help. portal. Green. We're gonna need to hold a little bit. You all can just keep DPS. I'll hold. Okay. Dragon slashing. Dragon slashing. Chomp in 3, 2, 1, now. Take the portal.
I am supposed to be over there. I might not make it. Yep.
I believe your movement would just be you portal to swirl and then you just make
Yeah,
your
but
way
if I
around
just
void
keep
pools.
walking. You don't have swiftness or anything.
If you don't have swiftness, I mean, aren't one of the two boons Harvey gives is quickness?
Ready check.
I am not in the Harbinger side.
Oh, then
Yeah.
I didn't give any boon. I was looking at the green.
No, it's fine. I just need to keep moving. I just forgot that I'm in the weird spot now.
If you have stealth, I give super speed when I get stealth.
you are running Mass Invis, right, Nora?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, making sure.
It's like 20 seconds after that though. But
No, I'm just making sure because
yeah.
one vert runs Moa, one run Mass Invis. I will kill a different nav this time. Never mind.
Out of combat bad.
Damn.
This is a hold.
Oh, how did you miss all the alacrity?
And let's go. Two ads on circle side, so a square side.
Let me.
3,
target
2, 1. No. Take it. Because I used auto target, I rely on the target on the boss.
Oh, okay. I figure
One
out
pull
my-
down. GG.
Ready check.
That show up? Hmm.
Quad
Okay, I got your
ready.
target.
Oh. What?
This is another hold. And you can go. Let's go. Three, two, one. We will need to hold a little bit to face at the right time. I'll prep my dragon slash accordingly. Wait.
Wait.
Go. Jump. And let's go. Remember 2, you're on counter push side.
I'm portal 2 timecaster, right?
Yes. Gotta go. Admin, watch out. Be careful getting to boss. I don't have as much CC. Luke, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Three people are down.
What happened to all the downs?
It was, I saw it from over at the other side, but the timecaster's gravity ball downed 2 people, and then third got down by something.
I mean, for those attacks, I know they're fast, but do your best to just dodge them,
Dodge out.
avoid them, and otherwise... Oh, what is it?
Ready check.
It couldn't heal people through it, and then I went down myself in it.
Our damage is lower than usual on Timecaster. We got that attack off. Or at least higher chance we'll get that attack off.
Oh, too many marks. Instantly dying.
I guess somebody... Res... Whatever, it just means we just have to keep DPS. I really don't want to do a Dragon Trigger. Storm Seer at middle. 3, 2, 1, now. Take the portal.
Not throw a regen on me.
Someone took it too early. GG. Did you just take a lot of damage from the ads, man?
Yeah, I think I got hit by like 10 of the Primordius ads at once or something.
Oh, what is it? When you I think it's you that's fine. Since you've died twice on the AoE Sullivan. Yeah. How are you opening on Primordius? Are you doing like a Reaper 2 in or something? Like a Shroud 2 rather. Okay. Then it's just making sure you're in a good position, which is annoying. I don't know why
Ready
my
check.
script isn't working. You're fine.
Out of combat again. Looks like 7 of us got out of combat.
Yeah. Quite a few. I'm still out of combat.
That sucks.
Doesn't bother me too much at least, but not Berserker Day.
You have 1 debilitation, thank you. slashing. Dragon slashing. 3, 2, 1. Now. This is... I want to hold. I don't trust it.
I haven't had much alacrity for Primordius.
Hold. And go. Yep. Oh, he broke stealth. Watch out, guys. Are only ones alive? Can you bring your mech over to us, Linus? One down, power res. Not enough resin. One person low on Timecaster. Boss group, watch out. Better damage on Timecaster. One person down on boss group. Can we kill that ad in middle, please? Thank you.
I'm out of heals for a bit, so don't take too much damage, please.
Portal of Morgermoth of interest. Spawning in 3, 2, 1. No. Wolfie will do first road, so after the first wave, you can drop your second road. Turn jaws. Spreads did not go where they needed to. It's fine. Matters that we lived. To your spots. Spreads are still in the clusterfuck. Boy pools go to the side.
I got kicked. Oh, I'm fine.
Back together. Should be fine. Go.
I'll need a bubble backup for this one. I had to swap.
All ads are done. Watch out. And green fail. Green fail on... I can't tell. I think somebody just got there.
Probably me.
What happened to the spreads on Morgermoth?
Someone else was also going to start. Am I supposed to go somewhere else today?
No.
On that green, am I middle green or close green?
You're close.
Okay.
Big thing there is nobody went to arrow. So. Well, my script now works for some reason. But yeah, Naga, Star, I'm arrow. What is it? Noro here. We have Chiyu at arrow. And Twinkle at X.
Ready check.
So somebody's not getting and going to their spot.
People need to move out of the timecaster orbs that are like getting sucked toward him. All like the little ones once they're the champion is dead. They're taking
Jumping,
like
I'm on
twice.
arrow. Yeah, yeah.
Can someone focus on that ad? One that we just spawned at. I'm killing the one at arrow over here. Can someone kill the ad by challenge mode?
Yep.
Thank you.
Ready check.
Alright, this time I'm going to forfeit my 5 stacks. And we'll see how boon up times are. The only change
we'll
I'm gonna
feel it.
make.
The Reapers are putting too many marks. They're dying instantly. You guys can just use your heal shout and it'll tag all 5 of them without killing them. Balls.
We can talk about it after. Yeah, well, I guess now it's after.
Keyboard issues. Oh wait, we're gonna GG during green.
Oh, we might have a bug.
Ready check.
Yeah, there you go. Killing all 5 of them is... yeah.
We got early spread.
Oh, sorry.
It was fine
GG.
before we did that.
Yeah, I know.
Could have worked with it, but not after that. GG at the wrong time at that. Start of the Jormag wipe. Start of the green.
Ready check.
Yeah, they can't go over there. Oh shit. This is a small hole. And you can go. Dragon slashing. Three, two, one. Did you never put it down, or did you never activate?
I never put it down the second time,
Hmm. Okay.
which is weird.
GG. And Bjorn's run into the problem a few times.
Ready check.
I just put arrow back to where I normally put it up instinctively, instead of placing it where you want it. It's just a redundancy marker for so long. Just like triangle, doesn't matter. It's just to show where Goliath spawns. But we have hard. Matter. Of course, that didn't happen.
I have a feeling that's going to be several debuts.
That's fine. Gotta increase that damage. Don't have rest. Dragon slashing. Three, two, one.
A long way to walk.
Oh, from your portal.
From the other green.
Yeah. Bjorn's made no complaints, so I haven't bothered
I'm guessing he blinks really early and
Burst hard.
has it back up.
Good. Well, that's good. Does Harvey do a damaging aura when you're in Shroud? Or is that DPS
Only DPS, yeah.
Yeah, not quickness, unfortunately.
One minor.
Although I suppose, fortunately, if you're not trying to get exposed.
2 down. Both DPS. One very low. Coming to group. Good damage.
Oscar, careful.
Slow push. Don't worry if you can't see the ball. Watch out. Right eyes. Spawning in 3, 2, 1. Now. I might not get through. Ah, good. One person low, it's fine. Good. Boykles can stay. Doesn't matter who has it. Let's go. Watch out. Boykles. Ready response. Heal Naga. Good. Good job.
I don't know why, but I am like really having quickness dropped.
One down, 2 down. I'll give you guys space. And be
Got to make it.
No. I even fucked up. GG. So like when I'm looking at the boon table here, like when I'm looking at bottom sub, like your quickness looks fine, but
I mean, I have 98. It's just that it's dropping while I'm standing in the middle of the group. When I should have, you know, like 30 seconds of overcap because we've been stacked for a minute and a half.
So during that phase, I did turn off quick for a moment to save the energy for the dwarf elite. So if you,
I mean, that should be
Right.
fine.
Yeah, it should be okay to do that. Are you still using weapon skills when you're doing that?
no, once in a while, not all the time. I have to
Hmm.
I have to save energy for it.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise... So we had 2 downstairs from Twinkle and Wolfie. The only thing I could think of that YouTube would go down for is lack of protection. Either that or... I'm pretty sure you would get your Jealous Elite off. Yeah, if you were at full health and you just...
We can check the protection graph for it.
Like, your full health, heavy armor class, even if you don't have protection, you probably should be able to live it.
Yeah, protection did drop right before the scream hit.
Fucking...
Um,
Oh, do you already have to
for
log
some
it?
reason, I had protection. No. Unless... Yeah, like I gained protection right after the scream, so maybe there was a dwarf elite that hit me.
I mean... Looking right now.
Yeah.
Conditions, fight. Gotta go right at the moment they went down. So at the moment they go down, let's go right before. So, yeah, no protection. Let me see something here. Alright, I'm not sure what other groups do, but we like to have the Jealous Elite for that scream just for consistency, because one of the big people that could potentially have boon problems is our Pan, since they have to go out and save their F2 and they won't always be around you two. So if you could go in Jealous and make sure that we have that Jealous Elite for scream, that would be appreciated.
Yep.
Okay.
Ready check.
Because
It's
that
not
was
uncommon for other groups to do that, but it's not like super common either.
yeah, I suppose that's something I should start specifying.
I know my group doing that as well.
Okay.
I only do it when I couldn't do it because I ran out of energy.
I usually end up gimping damage when I play Jealous QuitarHero.
Goodness.
That ad was pushed away.
Sorry.
I mean, Flame Fireworks Relic.
I'm not even using that.
Yeah, no excuse.
The action camera excuse. If I don't do it, it delays my 2, which delays my whole rotation.
I'll hold. Three, 2, 1. Alright. Take hold. Sorry. I don't think it's good enough. I'll do a Dragon Slash to finish it.
At least Bladesword makes that hold easy.
Yeah. At least a Bladesword that's willing to gimp their damage as much as I am.
That was a crazy teleport.
Probably from the Phantasm. Oscar, watch out. Watch out for glue. Add just spawn triangle. 3, 2, 1. One down. Ow. GG, that's a portal person. I thought you would live that, but then I remembered you're a light armor class.
Yeah. I was trying to use my blink to go over the wave too. The down skill.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you could live one. I'm surprised.
I
Yeah,
got kicked into a wave and then got hit by a second wave.
That's why I didn't say
Oh.
anything. Like, if I saw you go down for it on the very first one, I would have said power res him. But because it was a second, it'd be like, alright, I'm just not going to say anything. We know he's down. We'll res him after the third wave. That too, for roads. Our Venticator Wolfie is usually our first one. So she throws her road from star to arrow. And then once the first wave happens, then you can throw your road down for safety for second and third.
Okay. I wasn't aware of that.
Okay, Wolfie brought it up like towards the beginning of the session, but I thought you guys kind of handled. So Wolfie's going to be first, so she'll do her first, and then once you jump your first, you can then road the second. My apologies for not making that more clear.
Yeah, I tried to put down 2 road all the time.
Mm-hmm. You came in just a little bit. Get our healer up. Or our damage is fine. Just gotta start pumping. Butchering my Mortis rotation to make sure we succeed. I'm only gonna have one Dragon Slash here. Right here. Three, two, one, now. And you came back early, GG. Oh, you took it too late, okay. I should do a refute.
For some
Ready,
reason, I'm
check.
getting
Ready, check.
like a bunch of achievements for dodging and crafting and leveling all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Gotta love the legendary stuff.
Congrats.
Oh, Wizard's Vault. Okay. Oh God.
Just keep right clicking them.
Are they the
I think it's
character
gonna go
adventure
all the way to
guides
map
thing?
complete.
Squad ready.
Naga, when are you using your elite elixir? Just off cooldown?
More or less. You want me to hold it for something?
No, I'm just curious.
Wow, he actually doesn't get to sleep.
I do try to make sure everyone's bunched up when I use it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like using Greatsword 2 and seeing it bounce between the two furthest people from the boss.
Oh, did you lose a bounce because of it?
I will need to hold.
I lose bounce every time I use it. It's just funny how far it gets.
And you can go. Only one Dragon Slash. And GG.
What do we do? What do we lose?
We lost DPS because they didn't take the portal in time.
Sorry, I was kind
Ready,
of saying this to
check.
myself.
Ready,
I
check.
didn't realize my push to talk turned off.
Oh. Yeah, that's the way. You're not alone with it. You're welcome to just take it early.
It gets like a 1 second cooldown. It won't port you back too fast. Rotated.
We're gonna need a little hold. Okay.
Roleplay walk. Oh, that's not good. Was I too close there?
Oh no, Twinkle just blinked to a bad spot, which clipped Lanius and diagrammed into death.
I mean, I got the pool.
Oh, you got the
Yeah,
pool.
somebody got my pool. I was trying to be close, but you know, if I get too close, I get clipped and then I die.
How did
Yep.
you get the pool, Oro?
I may have been too close. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, because like, I mean, I guess right before, like, you can just stand anywhere.
I'm trying
and then...
not to use blink so I can actually get back to group during Primordius, but I don't know.
It's interesting because Bjorn always blinks back, I think.
Yeah, but he blinks immediately. He doesn't hit the boss.
Oh.
Ready check.
Okay. So then that's how you would get it then. Okay.
If I blink when I used to blink, I don't get alacrity, and then I end up having to walk all the way back.
Okay. No. Everyone's fine, it's just...
Where's Wolfie?
Because I went.
My rotation's gonna be delayed. Three, 2, 1. Storm Seer at square.
I think that will work.
My pet will kill it.
Stormseer right at the center. Died. This will be a hold. Keep going good to like 5-ish%. Wait. And go. Slow in, but probably just a lock of swiftness. Good damage.
Or
Counter push might be slow. Spawning in 3, 2, 1, now. I might get boy creep. I'm good. One low until boy cool stay, let's kill. And let's have some defense. All done. Where's the down? No one called the down. Follow. Good recovery. Damage is really bad right now.
It's dropping again.
Yeah, all the boons are dropping. And
That was my bad.
well, GG.
I keep waiting, and I missed the elite.
I'm pretty sure that was a combination of missing elite and not as much protection.
Yeah, protection's still. It looks like I'm barely getting it right before the scream each time, or like right as it happens. Can't tell if it's before or after my, boon table thing, but I'm guessing I'm surviving just because I'm using the peppercorn food.
Probably.
If you're getting it before, it might be me because I run in and I use the glyph and do the resistance at the same time.
Gotcha.
Hmm. I mean, there's not much point in thinking about that.
Ready check.
We'll have a extra polo 2 and then end it.
Yeah, you gotta treat the Zaitan spits as if they're insta kills.
Yeah, that's why in the team timers I gave, I specifically highlight them. Just so you can easily see the outer red boundary since it's a pain. Can I have some help pushing? My Blade Swing's push is really slow. Someone killed it.
I've been having a little bit of trouble giving alacrity during the jumps because people aren't taking as much damage anymore. I won't get it back in between each one.
That's pretty.
Killing that out.
That's one of the. There's one thing I don't like about you.
Just for this fight. Killing it out. I'm gonna kill that guy. Am I? Okay. Add by. No. Three, 2, 1. No.
Yeah, it's work.
We're good to burn. That might be a good Remora song, but we got unpulsed. Add in left side loop. I'm not gonna have as much burst. You can see. Shit, I'm gonna not kill that in time. Watch out. Good job not dying. Spawning in 3, 2, 1. I'm not gonna even fuck my timer. I just go it by feel now. Dragons do a bitch slash. As long as we have decent boons and everything goes well, we should be able to barely kill. These boons are not looking promising. Let's see.
Yeah.
GG?
We can do it.
Uh-huh. It doesn't matter what the other dragons for Zaitan, it's constant boon issues for some reason today, unlike other sessions.
I actually had perfect quickness that Zaitan pull.
I had very sketchy alacrity and quickness.
For your quickness, it's probably because Naga's doing the fire green.
Is it because they're both have Shroud that I'm having more issues getting CA?
That
Perhaps.
probably does contribute because you can't heal them if
That could
not
kind
Yeah,
of
I'm
contribute
not
to just your, like, today's boon up time. Because we don't run Reapers. So, like, you're usually having to heal like a Berserker or Furball.
I mean, I don't really.
You don't take much damage,
I
but
heal myself very fast with the heal skill too.
yeah.
But yeah, if you look at like the damage taken chart, like 5 people took no damage, 6 people took almost no damage that entire pull.
Yeah. Well, we are close to our end.
I don't combat them.
We are close to our end session, and all today's really been is we get the Zaitan, we have sketchy boon up time, we can't phase, and that's just a rinse repeat. So if we do another pull, that's just what's going to be at best case scenario. So I think it's my fault for not being a bit more careful about who isn't showing, because we have 3 fills today. But I appreciate you 3 for coming today. And that will be the end of our session. Thank you very much for coming, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
think so. Okay. I'm gonna...
So, how do we... So the Elec can be kind of like... That's fine if it's low because we were running Reapers and we don't usually run it, and that means less CA. I was messing around in Special Forces earlier to see how Druid can get healing faster if you can't heal other people. And there's not a lot that I saw. I messed around with different weapons and conditions and sigils. But conditions don't proc it very well. I tried air sigil, that only gave me like, it took 1 second less than usual to get back into CA. But that's 1 second, it doesn't matter. I messed around with just auto attacking on sword and dagger, and staff's just the fastest to get CA.
Do condies contribute, or is it just hits?
It's just hits, as far as
Hits
I know.
and heals. Ticks of heals is really strong.
So
Yeah, say regen is really good if you can give people regen but not heal them.
yes. So there's... So the solution to just make it more bearable... Oh, what'd you say? Yeah, you can stay, I don't mind. So... Oh, what is it? The main thing would be... The best case scenario would be if you can start in Warhorn, do a Warhorn 4 on anything that will live for a while, and then swap the staff and like do a staff 2 into a 1. Then it'll be fine. Like, probably, I'm imagining like 15, 14 seconds of downtime with no healing, but still. But I think a lot of Druid and CA is counterintuitive to how you would play Druid anywhere else, because this is a rotation fight. And there's not much wiggle room for on-the-fly stuff. Sure, you can have other skills that you may never use to like heal people if they mess up on something that you don't expect to, but otherwise, it would be making sure you go into CA at this moment and then doing only a certain amount of skills and then intentionally leaving, even if you could do more, just so you can go and do mechanics and come back right into going to CA. So for example, at the beginning of Jormag, what I would do is take the portal, start off, do an immediate CA5, because that forces me to stand still, into a CA4, maybe a couple CA2s, and then I will intentionally just leave it, because that should be plenty of a lack to last as I do the Void Pool green, and then either Staff 3 or a Sword 3 in, and do another CA5, another CA4, and that right before spread. And then I intentionally leave, and then because people are going to take damage from spread, you can heal that, you're going to get CA pretty quickly, where you can then go into CA a third time into Jormag, and prepare
I don't
for...
have issues with Jormag. I noticed the only time I noticed problems was I targeted you, and I noticed that you like blink out whenever I'm about to do so.
Yeah, it's just...
I think the bigger one is definitely Daitan. There's only 2 places I think I can optimize. Either trying to get heals in like right before I do spread, but I think that's the bad solution. I think the better solution is coming back in from spread, heal, and then like do CA4 or 5, do the green, come back in and do another CA4, and hopefully nobody gets the void pool. But like I've been really trying not to do that because people always get the void pool when I like even get remotely close to the group.
And that's more of a teamwork issue because people don't respect the fact that you got to be pretty close to the edge to ensure you don't get the mechanics. And the healers still need to be pretty close to the group in order to give you boons. So that's just on the other players, and if a player gets a void pool, then as long as you know that you're positioned correctly, then that's on that player for going out too far. And then we say, hey dude, you gotta really have to make an effort to stand towards the edge for your build, because that's just the nature of all these mechanics that we require to go, that are proximity to the center, and oh, what is it? The healers still need to give you boons, and I mean, it's not like you need to go into the group for CA4, because I believe the might and alacrity gen. No, you need to be affected by the CA skills. The CA4 kind of sucks, but
It's
it
the
is
one
a
that has
might.
the most ticks, so it's the best alacrity source.
Yeah, it's CA4 and 5.
5 has one less tick, but it is larger radius.
Yeah. Then it's more,
So, like,
it's more just a balance of, okay, how much time do I have before a mechanic, and then between the options of 4 and 5, or just autoing and doing 2s, you gotta pick, okay, I do a 5 first, make sure I'm in position, and then I do a 4 while I have a void pool, and then I can fuck off, because with the void pools for everything that isn't Su 1, they're all really close, so the idea is so you can have more time greeting the boons on everybody, and then you can go on, then you can come back in.
I'm gonna look at my vert logs.
Since you're uploading them, you can just throw them in strikes.
You want all of them?
Sure. Shit, why did I decide to talk with water bottle in my mouth? Fucking dumbass. Sure, in strikes you can do that.
Okay.
And then because you, for bloody hell, what's that? There you go. Fucking hell, I gotta clean my water bottle. Oh man.
I made a mistake and I closed the window with like the list of them all before I copied.
Rip.
So I have to do them all one at a time.
Oh man.
This has all the short ones too, because I didn't.
Yeah. Like I'm just really trying to think about the quickness today, because I can, the lack, that's something that can be optimized, but the quickness, like in some sessions I don't have a problem with it. Like here I am Bladesworn, I feel really good, I can do my rotation well, but then just suddenly today we have all these issues, and it's just baffling. Why today of all days? Sure, we have 3 fills, but that shouldn't affect your rotation. What was that?
I think because people weren't as stacked as usual, it's really hard to hit everyone with the vials.
So
to be fair, with Reapers you don't have to worry about their quickness because they'll cover like 80% of their own.
Okay, so I should have just ignored them.
So
more or less.
That's a good point.
So it's a good idea, and I appreciate the thought of, okay, I have to go and make sure these other players get their boons. But there's also the flip side of that of, if the players aren't properly positioned, they really shouldn't get the boons in the first place. They don't deserve the boons that you provide. It's your job to make sure you're positioned well. And if they're out of position, all we have to say to them is, hey dude, if you want your boons, you gotta go stack at star. And if you ever go out for too much, you gotta accept you're gonna lose out on your boons.
Yeah, that's probably what it was then, because the 2 of them were right in the center.
Yeah.
So it was very hard to get everybody in the circle.
Yep, and the center stack is all what I know, what I've been told other groups do, and I get it, but I think I'm just used to, you want to stack at star on Joramed because that is a very specific spot on the arena where you're not going to get chilled. You don't need Aegis, you don't need to evade, you just flat out don't get affected by chill. And that's great. So because of that, I have a preference for the star location. Or when you're looking at the boss, the right side of the actual hitbox line. But then we have all these other dragons where for Mortis we have a weird stack spot on the opposite side. For Alcatoric we alternate between center and star. And then for Mortamoth and Zaitan it doesn't matter too much. But with the void pools on Mortamoth and Zaitan, they're angled when you're looking at the boss more towards the right, which is generally where we are. So just because everything is just just angled well towards the right side of the hitbox, that's just
Yeah.
where I like everyone to
That
be.
is my preferred spot as well, so that
Mhm.
makes sense to me.
But the center of the hitbox is where people need to go because of the finicky nature of hitboxes on a gadget boss like HTcm, where if you want to ensure that some skills function correctly, you need to be within around the hitbox area. And since the actual quote-unquote hitbox is slightly to the left of the center where I put the X marker is, where you want to actually go to proc stuff such as my Bladesworn Mines or Reaper Marks, then people are going to go to center. And it's a annoying back and forth that makes healing and giving boons a pain. But I don't know. I think at that point it's just you got to commit to your spot. This is where the boons are going to be, and
Yeah.
in your subgroup, the only person who really should have sketchy uptimes is me. And I did have sketchy uptime, so everyone else had pretty decent, but since you
And
were
me.
compensating, yeah.
But then, yeah, in previous runs, I have been able to cover you as well.
Yeah. Because with how much you've played with me, you have a good feel for, okay, this is probably where he's around in the rotation. This is where he's gonna go. He's gotta go to sprout over here. I gotta make sure that I position myself. Like you saw at the beginning of Jormag today, like I started to like halfway follow you to your green because I wanted your damn quickness.
Yeah, there was a couple of times where the pattern sort of got a bit off.
Mm-hmm. And whenever my pattern goes off, it's me trying to command and alter my rotation to make sure we succeed the bug DPS checks, which we actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
So I'm not too concerned about Druid uptimes because double Reaper. And worst case, I can always like move people around, but I prefer to not do that too much. It's more just slight rotation optimization and just be more assertive about if you want your boons, you have to be here. Otherwise, you're not getting them, and that sucks. And then the outside of that, quickness and alacrity, which I mean it sucks, but it's not outside of Zaitan. It's not progression blocking. The other issue was protection in the bottom sub with Lanius and the Herald. And we normally don't have as big of an issue with that when we have Gabe around, but we had issues with 2 or whatever. So
Our giants today were good.
yeah.
That's probably from Reaper Cleave, isn't it?
Well,
I'm sure it helps.
I think it's me on vert, but
So your Shroud 5s? Shroud 5 is the giant ice attack. What's the... Are you talking about the 5 and the 4 combo? For your Shroud 5 and the 4? Nobody knows what I'm talking about because everyone except you and me left the squad. But... Polvan
That's
says...
a Condi combo.
It's what I know from my first time with Reaper as Condi Reaper. Polvan saying he apologizes for poor positioning. He's used to, or they're used to standing more centrally, so their Shroud 5s actually go off. I don't really know if there's any weird behavior with Shroud 5s. With the hitbox, because that's just a single attack, right?
Yeah, it's just like a ground like a around you ground thing. Slam.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Like, I can
Unless
get it
it's
for Shroud 4, but... Huh. Shroud 5 buggy on this fight. That's weird. Any of you know why Shroud 5 would be buggy on this fight?
Shroud 5, like Harbinger Shroud 5?
No, Reaper Shroud 5.
Reaper Shroud 5.
That's just a giant attack that CCs and creates an ice field. It does decent power damage.
When you say buggy, Is it the animation that's buggy, or?
If you want, you can just talk in the Strex channel. I
It's
gave you
a,
access, pull in.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not in game.
You're good.
I was confident talking. I just meant like, yeah. So I'm a bit obviously newer to it, and our usual strategies is like we do have run like more Reapers, and we usually stand a little bit more into the middle of the hitbox. I didn't realize that you guys prefer right on that right side. Yeah, which is, I guess, some
Yeah,
punks.
my
are
apologies
that.
for not.
Yeah. If that was the issue leading to the boons being low and us not phasing, then I guess I should have realized that earlier.
Oh, it's not. It's fine.
Yeah.
You're good.
Yeah.
Having
I think
three
both
fills
of us,
makes everything a
Reapers
little.
were doing it. Yeah.
The
I'm
bigger
not sure
thing
why
is just like a lot of change. It's not like any one specific person doing something, right?
Yeah, like I wiped this
Uh-huh.
what 3 times today, and like part of that's because I haven't been playing Vert with us for a couple months. But...
Yeah. Again, if I actually read Bjorn's message, our portal Vert that Nora was replacing, I would have canceled today because that's 3 absences. That's not a productive session as we saw today. But everyone was here, and I didn't want to waste everyone's time, so today was just a session to just keep us in the groove of doing HTcm. That was the purpose.
Practice is good.
But yeah, I wouldn't take anything too hard about it. Like we do a lot of things that are weird strategies, and it's hard to get used to. And we expect fills to have at least a few deaths and everything. Like it's
Yeah. It was pretty cool to just witness and see, like, especially like the portal ones do, I guess, cut down time on Primordius and stuff. But one other thing is that I was wondering, why you guys tend to put the Reapers or the DPS in the sub 2 for the beginning push on the other side where we can't tag. Is it intentionally so that we don't tag the opening crabs too hard?
That's just a
so that no one else gets tagged.
That's just a remnant that I haven't thought too much about to solve for when we eventually swap to that, because previously we just like threw like 2 portal verts and a herald in the middle, and everyone else was at where you would actually go and tag the ads.
Usually I'm more used to be tagging on the outside and not just being centrally pushing in that opening one. Actually, yeah.
I get you. It's something like you constantly saw me in the first half of like, okay, I hope I got all my boons. I have to Dragon Gunsaber 5 over, quickly tag the ads, get back, and then go push. And that's just a pain in the ass. It's something.
I would say there's the thing about verts is a single dagger 3 will instantly tag all 5 ads, and they can do that from push side.
Wow.
So if both virtuosos do that, they tag all 5 ads, and the people giving them boons automatically get credit. They'll get stacks as well, so you get 4 people with stacks right off that. But
I'm just really afraid to swap them at the very least. To swap the groups and where they are, because there's we have Wolfie and we have the Quick Herald there, and they're gonna both use hammers. So when they're gonna throw a whole bunch of hammers and other stuff to the initial push, that's a whole lot to recover from. And then we're going to do a huge push to the next one because we have to compensate. And then we have to really compensate for that. It's a whole lot every time.
You could just put Wolfie in the other sub. But
it's just because today in particular, I guess I noticed it's us 2 Reapers, and I guess the Bladesworn you were complaining about. We're pretty bad at pushing. Actually, we're really slow. Like the staff, I want to be in stuff.
Shroud
we want
2
to open
is
stuff
pretty good.
But staff is such a slow push.
The tagging issue by just giving you 2 stab, and then I get I don't even do anything.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. It's I guess so you're essentially doing it to offset the 2 Unga Bunga kind of initial push.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the logic right now. I do need to revisit it to edit it, but at this point, like when we actually have like everyone together and good boon up times and all that, like we are very close to our kill, and I'm just very wary of changing stuff because the more I change, the more adjustments we need to make, and the more it delays our kill because we've been progging for a while.
No, it makes sense, for the fills to actually work around what your established patterns are. Otherwise, it's just too chaotic. Yeah, I wasn't used to it. I didn't catch exactly what the advantage you thought of the stack being a bit more on. You wanted us on arrow or the right side of the hitbox
the right
of the boss,
right side of the
edge,
hitbox. Yeah.
What's the advantage there? Oh, that's just for flanking bonus or just in general?
Oh, boy.
Depends on the phase, but each one there's a
Or is it
different
just
reason.
habit? Okay. okay.
Like for Jormag, there's a certain spot. Like if you're standing right on the line for the hitbox, all the way at the edge, the lasers just won't hit you and you won't get chilled.
Okay.
For Zaitan and Mordramoth, the spits hit everywhere except over there. Primordius, obviously, the attack isn't actually quite centered, so if you go on the left side, you can still hit the boss from outside of the chin hit. But if you're on the right side, you can't.
Okay.
So, if you want a more detailed explanation, I threw a stream up that you can see and visualize. Let me throw a couple markers down. I don't know, I might just throw all my normal markers down. Just for the sake of it. So you can reference them as you did today.
Where did you throw them? In the actual instance itself? Because I've left the...
I threw a Discord stream up if you want to watch.
Oh, right, you're streaming. Sorry.
So this would be there.
Yeah, Suwon as well. It's like super danger on the left side.
I have a quick, unrelated question for you, Polavan. Are you in Bob?
Yes.
That's where I know you from then. Hi.
Hello. Yeah, Naga then. That would have been from CMs a
Think
long
was very
time
group.
ago. Oh, I see. Yeah.
Alright, so battle plan. So for our Jormag void pools, we have the first one over here. So if the DPS stack is on arrow here, we have the first one over here, which is where our main boon givers are, so they don't have to go too far and they can still give boons. Then those same people run to this green. So it's still a bias to the right side. And then you come and then do all this, and then because the second void pool just needs to be off group, we just throw it over here. So for everyone's in center, that might look a bit sketch.
Yeah, I noticed that that was encroaching a bit closer than I'm used to as well, but that, yeah.
Primordius, it doesn't matter, like, that's pretty standard. Rockatoric doesn't matter, but again, an emphasis on the right side. For Mordramoth, it's an emphasis on the right side. If we ever need to do a third one, which we haven't for ages, we throw it over here, but not too far on the right side. I mean, I don't really care where people go as long as, oh, what is it? You don't die to waves and whatnot, but emphasis.
It's just
this is just for consistency.
Yeah, being more right side for the pull drops, it's easier if the DPS are already stacked on the right side. Okay.
And then same thing for Zaitan here. Like, we don't have to go too far in to get back to the group. Like a single sword 3 from Druid doesn't. And then just easy way to give boons. Whereas like on the second one, we now have to go all the way over here and then do that and then do that and then do my other stuff. The more time I'm in an animation trying to get back to the group when I'm not a ham, the less time I have to actually prepare the group for screen. So if we have a bias towards Star here, it does help with that a bit.
Yep, okay.
And then for Suwon, it's... oh, where is it? Suwon, it doesn't matter much, but if we look at Claw Slap, like there's a little bit more room than usual over here. It's just a spot where you can easily go to X if you want, or square. Just a bias towards that side. And like trying to DPS in this tiny little area that's really claustrophobic is... ugh, I don't want to do that.
That's where I'm used to, even for, through the Morty jumps and everything, we're trying to stay tightly kind of there,
It's really rough with targeted like movement abilities like Shroud 2. If you're too close to X, you'll just go right through it.
Yep.
However, if you're playing a class with traps, being closer to X means you can drop your traps without losing boons, which is nice.
Yeah, so like a recent... yeah. Where is it? Like these 3 like little trails here, or circles, are the various ranges that you need to be at in order for a certain skill to activate, so... damn it. Like you need to be within this area to proc mines, the next size up for traps, and the next size up for necromark. Because the hitbox for this is
I
fucking whack.
see what you mean by actually the real hitbox is slightly to the left of the center.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Like
bizarre.
I tried to
and
draw the
funniest thing
hitbox
is-
a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's roughly this like orange little shape here, and the center is right here.
Yeah.
So that's
It's,
why people want to be at X.
It's also like it exists even when you're outside of the fight. So like if you drop a trap there, it'll get triggered.
Yeah, we're trap. I think you just come over here and just auto attack it if you want.
Gotta love it.
So it's just throughout all the dragons I like. I just like Star.
Okay. Yep. Fair.
I also play Bladesworn, and it's easy to feel claustrophobic when playing Bladesworn because I have my Dragon Spike in mind that if I use wrongly will just throw me off the edge. That sucks. Or I have my Pistol 5 that pushes me back, and I don't want to die. So that's why I'm also a spread person, which also means I have a little sketch boon uptime, but I can actually use the entire hitbox area as a place to just move around a whole bunch and actually feel good about playing the class.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, thanks for that.
problem.
Won't take any more of your time. Thanks for having me. I'm
mean,
sorry for the screw ups.
You're good, thanks.
We're just gonna shit talk for a while. It doesn't matter.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I
Oh,
posted the logs.
Yeah.
I highlighted the 3 that have giants.
How did the Verts do? Oh wait, how did Twinkle do?
Did pretty good on. Like it was the one I did really good was one where I actually got to start on sword. Other than that, like Twinkle was right behind me. Not bad at all.
Twinkle. Oh, let's look at all these.
I don't know if Twinkle's blinking out now or not, but
I looked at the last logs and oh, this specific Giants Twinkle actually did well on. But last session, what I saw when I suggested that to them, Twinkle still runs out and blinks back, while Bjorn blinked out and ran back. And because of that, there was at least a 10k difference, if not more than that, between them.
like Bjorn was doing more.
Bjorn, like in this, like Bjorn's generally around 35 now with his bursts.
Okay.
But Twinkle's still around 28, 27, whatever.
I say because Twinkle's just barely behind me on these. I'm still running out, but I'm using my whole entire burst, so it doesn't really.
Yeah.
And like that one was the one where I got to start on sword because Mordermoth went a little bit long.
Yeah, but all of our giants were only good mostly from me, but we have Polovan who actually did well. They were actually very variable. But then Naga was very consistent, like 34, 34,
Big damage. Yep.
31. Very
There was
consistent
one
there.
pull where everything was on cooldown though.
Yeah, that can happen. So I just hope everybody's contributing so that if somebody's having a weird rotation, then it's gonna even out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was more that I just forgot to pay attention to the boss's health.
Yeah. All the giants were good. It's just boon issues is what killed us every time. That's it. I mean, boon issues and into other stuff, but
I could always attempt Herald next time.
you running Herald is not going to change the other subgroup.
True, but it might change my burns. Because Herald has the range that Harbinger just doesn't.
Yeah, the 600 range is very large.
Yeah, it's real nice. where you know the elixir radiuses are only 240. It's sad, really sad. The Shroud's a bit better. It's 400 something.
Yeah, it's I think Harbinger's a lot more fun than Herald, but
It's so fun to play.
Herald is just ArenaNet's favorite child right now. That's for sure. I guess something has to be, but
Now, it's hard to evaluate these logs because, all the fills. How much damage did you do? Terrible, 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 terrible. What about this log? Terrible, terrible. Oh, they're also running Greatsword, which is fine. I get at least 10k more consistently. Unfortunate.
yeah, I was hoping that since I was gonna be on Virtuoso that the damage would be a little bit higher today, and maybe we'd get to skip the greens on Jormag, but
No,
it was lower.
no, our Reapers could have done a lot more. They need to practice on their builds a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I asked, like, I would have played QuitarHero today, even though I know how valuable Bladesworn is, but if somebody is confident in their QuitarHero, then I'm fine with it, but even though he said he was confident, there were a lot of boon issues, and their damage left a lot to be desired.
I gotta say, seeing the other Reaper's numbers made me feel better.
Yeah, I gotta say, like within other pug groups and stuff like that, in the Void Lounge and stuff like that, most of the players that I see are more similar to what we get from Phils and stuff like that. Like, Blue, Adinga, Narsen, like they're all speedrunners, and they're the people that you expect to see, like the 50k logs or the good Herald logs, but most players are more like the Reapers we see today, and
I feel like
that's fine, but
it just annoys me because here I am, like, I spent 2 hours on the Golem and I hit benchmark on QuitarHero.
Yeah, Herald's a special case too, because it's like there's not a lot of complexity to it, but like I know I'm not hitting bench on it, but I'm still getting 35, 37k logs on HTcm. When I have my everything set up, but I don't know. I think if people don't want to put in the effort to like get really solidly good at the greatsword version, I think sword is just, you don't even have to think. If you just auto attack with sword, you'll get over 30k on each phase. But
I know in situations like this, it's valuable to just see like a video of how somebody else is playing. It's one reason why I stream to an effectively almost empty audience on YouTube, because it's just, if you ever want to see me, like a POV and actual content doing something, then you can just watch and see how I do it, and the little things that I do, and what a player can learn from it, or how I can learn from my own stuff. But I don't have that information about other people, so if people
I don't know, that's why I recorded my point of view for Bjorn. I was hoping, he'd kind of take a little bit of my habits into consideration. But, you look at purification logs and he just doesn't attack the orb or something, and I think that sucks, but like
It'd be cool to just have
I don't know what to
POVs
do
like
about it.
if you started recording your POV, Naga, like it'd be great to just see how you play and the little things that you do, because I can't keep track of everything you do and like the combat logs, and I know a lot about all of these encounters, whether it's TKoJs or raids or HT, and
Yeah.
it's very easy to just look at something you don't even know it's a problem, and I'll be like, oh, why are you doing this? Why are you moving like that? And you're like, it's just what I do in my rotation. And I can offer you like a better suggestion that's actually more realistic. Or maybe I can learn something about Power QuitarHero since I haven't touched it in a couple weeks, and maybe that'll reinvigorate my interest in that build and bring it to other content and try it out. I just don't know what other people do, so it's hard to get them to improve.
Yeah, fair enough. I could try.
Yeah.
My computer's quite old.
Yeah. I mean, I just used OBS, and it doesn't take too much
Yeah,
of
that's
my.
fairly lightweight.
Yeah. I don't require great quality, just something. But for example, maybe something to improve on is where you are at X time or during a dragon to just help with that boon up time. I also brought up the elixir stuff because I don't think the elite elixir is necessary to maintain quickness.
It shouldn't be, no, but it's
No.
nice for the other things, like, you know, for the first scream I'll throw it, because then we've got protection regardless.
Yeah. That's more of like a utility thing if you are comfortable giving quickness otherwise. So you could use it to make sure that we have. You can use it as like for example, at the start of Giants, because I'm a Bladesport and I scale my damage with the amount of boons on me. So if I have a lot of boons, that means my burst is going to be a lot better. We're going to annihilate the Giants better, and that's just a good start. And that also means
I was trying to use it there. There might have been a couple of times where I didn't have it.
It's also nice
and I usually use it as soon as we get back from Primordius as well, because it's always up then.
Get back from Primordius. Like I think of these like I think of the elite elixir more like, okay, I can't be there for the group and give them the boons they need, so I'm gonna use this elixir to give them stuff to supplement me not being there, so I can then maintain it when I go back. So for example, in Primordius, you give it as you're preparing for just standing in your green as they're on the portal.
Okay. Yeah. I could do that.
Or maybe you could just, I don't know, it's every single boon in the game, so you could do, if you're not sure you will have stability on Morgemoth, you can use it there, or if you are concerned about protection on the group, you can use it on Zaitan for a Scream. If you can also throw it on Goliath whenever we get there, so on and so forth.
Yeah, I'm not too bothered about stability on Mordremoth. Like, I'm fairly confident jumping the waves, but otherwise, yeah, good suggestions.
Just hard to incorporate when you're actually doing
it. At the DPS before I take the green is a good idea, as long as I can time it right, because it takes a little bit to go off. And if you've already gone, then everybody.
When you've got 5 seconds.
Right. We have to throw it about the same time as the portal gets opened, right?
When you've got 5 full seconds, like after spread happens and the AoE turns red, as you're just running to your mid green, just chuck it.
Yeah. Throw it at where the portal would be.
Yeah. And then during that time, you can ditch your shroud, and just once you get back to Primordius, you do your greatsword into staff or staff into greatsword burst, and get right back into shroud. And hopefully, with your quickness elixir, if that's available, that should give you a good burst.
Should be by then.
Yeah. For a lack on Druid. And every time I know that if I could replace Noth on Druid, I solve all the problems, but it's trying to communicate the issues effectively to Noth about how to give alacrity or to give boons or to make sure that Condi Clear goes off is the hard part. And while it's easy for me to, and Noth to just switch, I'm a Bladesworn, Noth's a Vert. Noth is not going to be able to replace me. So that's a lot of loss right there. And I don't want to keep pushing Noth to healer build after healer build. Because it's just, he doesn't play the game much. So he's going to only be learning that build with us, and I don't want that. It's like with Lanius, he's a Pam. It's a very underperforming build, but it also provides a lot of boons. It's also a Mechanist. It's a build that's tried and true on HTcm. But he's also a player that doesn't do well with more complex builds. So with a build that has more sketchy uptimes, his damage might be the same or if not worse than a Pam. Plus he has to do void pulls and all that, which is why I'm very hesitant about swapping him, because he doesn't do much for any of the bursts. He's just there to provide boons and be a void pool bitch.
Yeah, that's fine. Like, he's doing more burst than an Alack healer would. But and like, I honestly don't believe having a second healer would really solve any of our survival issues, because most of them are they're not things that a healer could prevent. If you're not getting the Condi cleanse off as a I guess it's usually Noth sub that fails the Condi cleanse, right? So yeah, you know, you can't really Condi cleanse the other sub effectively, so it's...
Yeah, it's Noth subs that has more condition cleanse failure, but it's Lanius' sub that fails protection.
That's true, and you know that...
I solved the prot issue later on by just me giving prot.
Yeah, but that sucks, yeah. But I get it.
No, it doesn't really suck that much, because I'm out of I'm in Ventari anyways, because yeah. I used up all my energy in Jealous in the start already. Yeah. So I'm just in Ventari doing nothing anyways.
I'm not concerned about changing. I don't like that you have to do that, yeah, but I'm not concerned about it.
It's either that or other times I am Condi cleansing, well, hoping that my Condi cleanse will somehow hit the other sub.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
But it doesn't hit most of the time.
I'll leave it as it is, and if it keeps happening, I'll just tell Lanius the other solution, which is to use F2 before and medkit 3 Condi cleanse. Done.
That's one of the reasons I was thinking about doing
How is he doing it right now? Because Neon Ham has never had issue with Condi cleanse.
It's just you just use F2. Done.
But that is just protection in his sub.
But I always back up with medkit anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But is he just not using
I don't know
medkit?
if he's using it all the time. He uses it sometimes.
I don't think people in his sub are ever having fear issues, though, are they?
No.
Like, it's just the protection.
Yeah.
Wait. Lanius is on bottom sub.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, bottom sub, we don't have Condi issue.
Like, it's only if Lanius gets down, but if he's using like peppercorn or anything, then that's not gonna happen. I don't know if he is or not, yeah. But
it's all just protection issue. That's all it is.
I'm gonna hop out and help with the raid boss.
Mm-hmm.
Catch this later.
See ya.
Yeah.
And like,
it's just protection. F2 gives protection. Medkit 3 as the backup. Or Wolfie Condi cleanse as backup. Done.
It's just frustrating to me because I know, like, right now we have a Herald in that sub, right?
Yeah.
Whether they're on Jealous or Glint, both cases they're giving out damage reduction. Like, all you have to do, like, let's say you don't want to use your Jealous Elite, fair play. Just turn on your F2 and don't consume it. And everybody will have 20% damage reduction. And you know, like that. If you aren't on Jawas, then you're giving out protection anyway. So I don't really understand how it's becoming an issue, but
Exactly. So you can't compare.
I don't know.
Oh man. Do.
And then you know, for the top sub Condi cleanse fails, I think with Druid you've got a few options, right? Like it obviously Frost Spirit should be enough on its own, but
You can't brag on Why do you keep saying?
There's a lot.
what pets does Noth use?
I don't know. Pets don't really matter much.
So how does
Let's go find out.
Could do bear, but
Yeah, there is bear. Pets are Wyvern and the fucking dimensional healer pet. Hate their blade thing.
probably just for CC then, right?
Yeah, bear works. It's what I use for Doom sometimes.
And that'll like be available whenever it's needed to, because I don't know how
So the point exactly is that you're saying
how CC has been lately, but it seems like it's been fast.
Yeah. I mean, CC should only be one pet. There shouldn't be two pets, and if you have to use both pets in addition to everything else in Druid's toolkit, then there's something wrong. We need to talk about it.
Yeah.
And you have bear for extra Condi cleanse, then or whatever else. Doesn't matter much.
To do turtle for emergency
more intelligent
protection.
Yep. Which I don't know. I don't think top sub has issues with protection, but maybe.
There shouldn't be, no. Any fun LFGs? I don't want to play DPS, I want to play quick. Yes.
I'm kinda interested. I'm gonna pull up other logs and see how our protection uptime compares.
I'm gonna end it here. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back Sunday with raids in HTcm. Thank you.